Hey friend, as I was praying the other day, God had just brought to mind the show that I used to love to watch, and it was about a home makeover show. And I loved watching the before and the after of these homes when these people would come in and they would just take something that a lot of times definitely needed a lot of TLC, and they would just make it look absolutely beautiful and amazing and brand new. But he reminded me, in order for that to happen, that the owner of the home did have to be willing a lot of times to cede their decisions, their opinions even, to that contractor, that designer. That yes, they would tell the designer, this is what we would like, but then they would have to kind of leave it in the hands of the designer. And especially at the end in some of these shows, they were not allowed to see the house at a certain point until it was all done, and then that big reveal happened. And I always loved watching the big reveal and watching the people's faces and just seeing how amazed they were when their dreams, it was even better, their dream house, than what they'd even thought or imagined, when they chose to trust this designer that they knew better than even they did what they wanted. They were just absolutely blown away. And not only were they, but everyone watching and everyone that drove by their house, because they knew what that old house looked like and they know what it looked like now. And it was a beautiful, amazing dream house. And God just spoke to my heart and he said, April, a lot of times in your life, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, it's like that. How you need some renovation. You need some tender love and care. But oftentimes you think you know best in your humanness, instead of ceding to me as your great designer. In fact, I'm the one that spoke you into being. I'm the one that wonderfully made you, right? And yet you think you know best. He said, but if you will just trust yourself to me as the most amazing designer, your life, your heart, you're going to be amazed when that big reveal takes place. And I just felt like I was supposed to get on and share with somebody that I know is beyond scary, when we have to give the keys of our life over to God and be like, okay, God, I'm not sure. I want to trust you, but I don't know. He says you can trust him. You can hand that key over to him of your heart, your life, whatever it is, your dreams, your hopes, and that he's going to bring it about in such a beautiful way that he's going to make your reality so much sweeter than those dreams that you had. If you will trust him, if you will leave it to him, if you will allow him to work in your heart and life. That he said so many times we have our own opinions and our own ideas so stuck in stone that we have to allow him to do what he sees best. Sometimes the contractor, the designer, has to come in those shows and they have to be like, I'm sorry, but we do know best and you do need to do what we're saying or this is not going to go well. So the people have to make a choice. And when they make the right choice and they say, okay, the contractor, it ends up turning out even better in the end than they had hoped or dreamed. And God is telling you that. If you trust him, if you just cede over to him permission to do what he needs to do in your heart and life, that you're going to be so amazed when that big reveal happens. Like, not only other people, but yourself are not going to be able to even recognize you when he gets done. That this great work that he's doing in your heart and life is going to be so amazing, so beautiful. It's going to be so much better than you even thought possible. And he said you can cede your dreams to him, because he knows that sometimes it's hard and you want to grasp them tight. And he said if you will just let him have your dreams and you let him do what he does best, that you're going to be amazed at what your future holds, friends. I love you. I cannot wait to hear all about it. I hope you have a great day.